emerging issues in human resources. More specifically, we will be speaking about millennials. Today, with us, we will have Ben, our sustainability expert. We will have Reza, our aging population analyst. Welcome to you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for coming.
No problem.
So if you want to take a seat.
Thank you.
Millennials are very different to the preceding generation, Generation X. However, they will be very important and be determining the labor force. In 2015, they were making up 50% of the labor force, and as of 2020, they will be making up 75% of it. Millennials are very used to technology. It's perhaps because of this that they live in this kind of culture of immediacy. This culture of immediacy has, according to some, made them more impatient. Millennials are rebelling against traditional ways of management, and they expect more flexibility in terms of timetable, but also they would like to blur the line between their work life and their personal life. For example, they'd be happy to answer personal emails in their working hours, and they'll be also happy to check their work emails in their personal hours. Of course, millennials expect a further increase in the usage of social network and the internet. Millennials, as a group, pose a lot of questions to the human resource industry, and we don't have that many solutions. Indeed, we only know we must reinforce the collective dimension in the business to try and reconcile the expectations of different workers and of different working units. Also, what is quite obvious is that it seems that we must revolutionize management. Let's welcome on stage to our aging population analyst, Reza.
Thank you. The aging population has been a major concern in a macroeconomic level because people don't know how it's going to affect the workforce. At the current time, right now, over 30% of the workforce in the UK are over 50 years old, and it's not likely to be replaced by a younger generation because people are having less kids. Microeconomic impact of aging population and how it could impact small businesses. As your age increases, your productivity level is likely to lower, and you're more likely to visit the doctors and take times off, which can significantly impact the output of the company and also its profitability. However, it's not that bad having an older workforce. Older workforce is likely to carry itself with a lot of knowledge and expertise that is not likely to be learned through theory that millennials would have before working. So this expertise and knowledge can be passed on to the millennials who are going to take over the workforce. Veteran workforce believes that they can learn a lot from the new generation because the older generation is not likely to be literate enough to work with the technology, especially at the rapid speed that technology is moving forward. So they look to new generation to learn about the new technology, and the rookie workforce is likely to look up to their peers for mentoring and the expertise that they can share with them. Another problem that can arise for companies and human resource management with older population is, as I said earlier, they're not going to be literate enough to use the new technology. And this can cause the companies to hire new training programs for these veteran workforce to be able to learn new skills. And this can cost them significant amount of time and also a lot of money because it's not going to likely to be cheap. And this can reduce productivity by a significant level, especially as the workforce age cannot keep up with them. So I hope companies become more concerned with the aging population and the aging workforce, and they try to adapt themselves to this potential skill shortages that can arise in the future. And I'd like to ask my friend Pablo back on his own show.
Let's welcome our expert in sustainability, Ben.
Thank you. Hello everybody. So, we are going to be looking at millennials and sustainability relating to millennials. So, millennials love sustainability. It's ranked as one of the most important things that they care about. Companies need to tap into that in order to increase the amount of people that are buying their products and that are working for them. It's very important for them to appear to be sustainable in order to bring these people in. So, how would they do that? The decision to become sustainable is one that often happens at the top. The top members of the company will decide that they want to be sustainable, and now they have to get the rest of the workforce to embody that sustainable decision. Because if you don't have, say, a HR department that's enforcing this, the top goes, right, companies are sustainable. And then what happens? It's not a value of the people in the company, so then they're still perhaps not putting their bottles in the right bin, they're not recycling properly at home, and so the company does not move towards being sustainable in any way other than we are now sustainable, okay? So human resources is critical in getting everyone in a company to embody this principle of sustainability, so they can think of new ways for companies to be sustainable and therefore for the company to become more sustainable. And this will appease the workforce and the millennials, which is fantastic, because not only will this mean, if you are viewed as being sustainable, millennials are more likely to purchase your products than the purchase of competitors that are not viewed as being sustainable, but also people in that workforce will have a lower turnover, they'll be more loyal, and they will be more productive because they'll be happier to work for you. It's all in the lines of corporate social responsibility that applied to sustainability. To conclude, sustainability is an incredibly important issue for millennials, and human resources need to tap into this in order to increase the loyalty of their own workforce, to bring in the top people from millennials, and to keep millennials buying their products, and to generally favour their company very well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was very interesting. Let's go on to talk about technology in the human resources industry. As we all know, technology is advancing at an unprecedented rate, and this is affecting human resources. New advancements in technology make human resources information system bought only a decade ago, or even later than that, become or look obsolete. In 2014, 45% of the companies said that they had trouble because the employees didn't have the right skills to manage those new and innovative human resource information systems. In fact, employee productivity isn't keeping up with the rapidly evolving technology, and the business productivity is in its lowest point since 2008. If we speak about employee tracking, this is a very important issue in human resources. Of course, the sophistication of technology means that employee tracking is improving, with devices like Humanize or Occupy that record and analyze the activity of the employee in the business. Some companies opt to give their employees smartwatches that track their physical activity and their health levels. Of course, all this information that is held by the companies may raise privacy issues. However, millennials are the ones that find these privacy issues the least bothering. In fact, they are the ones who accept most to be tracked, and I think it's 70% of them would be happy to wear a smartwatch if their contract is enhanced. These large amounts of information being kept, and of course a lot of it is very sensible information about health levels or physical activity, also can create new issues in human resources itself. Of course, in today's day and age, there are more and more cyber attacks, there are more and more information thefts, and therefore millennials as a group who are more prone to be skilled with technology can help to fight this problem. Of course, better skilled and better educated in terms of technology generation will mean that companies will have better skills and better capabilities to manage and to protect this information from being stolen. As we have seen, the problems that have been arising due to technology and millennials in the business can be solved with a thought-through adaptation of millennials in the workplace. Let's welcome on stage today's Bablo Show team. Ben and Razor, please. Thank you very much for watching. This is Ben, this is Razor, I am Bablo. We hope we have solved some of your questions about emerging issues in human resources. I hope to see you the next time. This is the Bablo Show.